What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we are going to be putting ourselves to the challenge. So about a month ago I did the nothing over $10 makeup challenge, although I really don't think that that's a challenge. There's so much good makeup at the drugstore under $10, so it was honestly pretty easy to film. The look came out really beautiful and you guys really liked the video. So I decided today to really put myself to the test and to do a full face of nothing over $5, which actually proved to be a lot harder than I thought, because I never realized till I went to film this video and like do research on what products I was going to use that literally like every product at the drugstore is $6. Everything I was looking up was just like slightly over $5, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be rough. But I have a really good group of products that I'm really excited to use today to do a full face, nothing over $5, and show you guys that you don't need to spend a lot of money to slay your makeup look. You can do beautiful makeup looks even with affordable makeup. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, up first to prep the skin, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. This is the Prime on the Go version. So these are a little bit smaller and these are $5. They do have bigger versions that I think are like $6 to $8, but these little versions are still a decent amount, especially because you don't need to really use that much primer, and it is $5. And they have a couple different options, but I'm using the hydrating one since my skin is more on the dry side. I'm pretty sure this was my first time using this primer specifically, but it feels really nice. A nice silky consistency to give us a nice canvas for our foundation to apply on top of. Up next for foundation, I figured we'd use something a little different today. So this is from Believe Beauty, which I believe is exclusive to Dollar General, but they have honestly a lot of good stuff. Like, I've tried a lot of their stuff and it's all super, super affordable. I think their most expensive product is $5, which is how much the foundation is. I don't think any of their products go over $5, but for most of the stuff I've tried from them, I've been pretty impressed. I do think I've tried this foundation once before in a video, but it was like over a year ago, and to be honest, I don't really remember my thoughts. So it's kind of like a first impressions again, but I just remember the brand in general, me being pretty impressed. Like, I would put it in a similar category as like a Wet n Wild or an e.l.f., like affordable stuff, but that's actually really good. But honestly, e.l.f. is getting like kind of expensive. I thought I was gonna use more e.l.f. products in today's video, but a lot of their stuff is over $5 now, but that's besides the point. So this is their Skin Finish Foundation. It's medium to full coverage. I'm gonna go in with the shade Buff. And like, she's honestly super cute. Like, look at this gold pump. Like, she's bougie for $5. I got no problem with that. So we are gonna go in with this on our face. Oh yeah, it seems pretty full coverage. Like, even when I'm putting it on with my finger, like, it's high pigment, which I like. And we're gonna blend that out with the Real Techniques complexion sponge. You can get these in bigger packs that are more money, but if you just get them singly at like Target, they're like about $4. So I'm just gonna use that to blend out the foundation on my skin. And I will link everything down below. Believe Beauty, I don't know that you can buy it online. I think you actually have to buy it in store at Dollar General, but if you can buy it online, that'll be linked as well as everything else down below. Blending out super easily. Another thing that I noticed too is a lot of drugstore foundations are over $5, because foundations typically are like a more expensive product anyways. They normally run a little bit more money than like an eye pencil or a mascara, so it wasn't that easy to find a foundation $5 and under anyways, but I was glad to remember that this one was super affordable. I have a couple other Believe products as well in here. So that was about 2 pumps of the product. I would say that it gave me about a medium coverage. You can still see my redness peeking through on my cheek, so I'm gonna go in with like one more pump just to layer it up and give us a nice little full coverage, but you could definitely leave it at this if you prefer medium. I can't get over like how nice this packaging is. Like, if Believe Beauty can put this nice gold pump on their foundations, then so can like every other brand. Like, I was literally, ooh, I have a hair stuck to this, excuse me. I forget what video I was doing. Oh, I think I was trying your most purchased products, and a lot of people were saying the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is a very nice foundation, but that doesn't come with a pump, but like this $5 foundation does, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's no excuse. Okay, this is layering up pretty well, and I would say it is about full coverage now. That really helps to hide most of my redness and any problem areas that I have going on. All right, up next, we're gonna go in with concealer. Now, this was another category that was pretty hard to find a concealer under $5. Most of the ones at the drugstore are above $5, and it pains me because the e.l.f. Camo, which is my favorite from the drugstore, it used to be $5, now it's $6, so I can't use it in today's video because I really wanted to stick to the under $5. So I found this one from Wet n Wild. I've used this before. This is their Photo Focus Concealer. Let me get the exact price for you guys. This is $3.99. I'll be honest, this is not my favorite concealer. I've tried it before. It's not terrible. It's not great. But does it get the job done? Yes, it does. So I'm gonna go in with this underneath my eyes. Little light. I think they have 3 different shades in this, which is also kind of a downside to it as well. A lot of times, a lot of the cheaper products have less of a shade range, which I don't like. So they kind of just have like a light, medium, and a dark. So it can be a little bit more difficult to match. But if there's one thing about makeup, it's that in most cases, you can make it work. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm just applying that on my under eyes, down my nose. And you know what's interesting? Because I actually really like Wet n Wild's foundations. Most of their foundations I really like, especially the Photo Focus. I like the original, I like the dewy version. So I don't know why I don't love the concealer, but I remember not loving it. Maybe I'll feel different when we blend it out because it's been a while since I've used it. Yeah, like, see, it just doesn't really like do that much, I feel. Where like their foundations are the complete opposite. They're really nice and full coverage, and almost all Wet n Wild products I really like, but their concealer leaves a little bit to be desired, but we are gonna make it work, honey. And this sponge is really good at blending. You can really get in there with the pointed tip on the under eyes and blend it all out. We're gonna have some nice bright under eyes with this color, but that's what I like, so it's fine. All right, now a great way to add more coverage to a concealer that might not be super full coverage on its own is to set it with a powder that isn't just like a translucent powder, but something that does have a little bit of color to it. So something that I love is this Wet n Wild contouring palette. So in here you get a highlight powder as well as a bronzer. Now I'm gonna be honest, this is the only thing that I'm using in all of today's tutorial that is $5.99. So this is technically above $5, but it's huge and you get 2 products. So we're gonna be using this for bronzer and for highlight, so it's kind of like $2.50 each if you look at it that way. So I promise this is the only product that's $5.99, and you can actually get it a little cheaper depending on where you buy it. As well as with most of this stuff, the price is going to vary depending on whether you buy it at Walmart or somewhere like a CVS, which is typically a little more expensive. But I'm going to go in with this highlight shade to set the under eyes, and this is going to help to add a little bit more coverage to that area and make sure the concealer doesn't move throughout the day. This is similar to my favorite Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, but I really can't find that much places anymore. Like, you can't find it anywhere online, so that breaks my heart. But yeah, this is pretty good as well. And I'm gonna bring this down my nose and the other areas that we concealed as well. So that definitely instantly helped to add a little bit more coverage to the under eye area, and I think we're looking pretty good. All right, up next we're gonna move on to our brows. I'm gonna be going in with this Wet n Wild Color Icon Brow Pencil. What shade is this? Blonde Moments. So it's a little bit light, but I have another brow product we're gonna use as well, kind of in conjunction. So this is really great because there's a little spoolie on the one end. So I'm just gonna spoolie my brows in place and then just go in and define them. Honestly, even though this is blonde, it's not super light. Sometimes blonde brow pencils can be really, really light, and it's like, okay, that did nothing for me. This one is not that way. It's definitely a little bit deeper. So I'm just gonna work this into my brows, and this is like $3. Actually, some places you can get it $2. So very affordable. It does have a lot of wax to it, so what I like to do is once I bring it through my brows, then go through with the spoolie, and that helps to just loosen up that wax a little bit and keep a more natural look to the brows. I'm gonna leave the front of my brows basically undone, and I'm gonna jump in with the Essence Make Me Brow. This is my favorite. Great dupe for the Gimme Brow from Benefit. They're like basically the same thing, except this is like $2. And I'm gonna just bring this through the front part of my brows to define them and fill them in. And that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go in and fill in my other brow in the same way. And you know where's a good place too to get Wet n Wild makeup, which I always forget they have it there, is Five Below. So basically anything you want from Wet n Wild, you can get it for under $5 at Five Below, because you can get, you know, Wet n Wild a lot of places, CVS, Rite Aid, but sometimes those tend to be a little bit more expensive. And then, you know, stores like Dollar General, Five Below, Walmart, they tend to be a little bit more affordable. But I will say it depends, because if you have a coupon, then CVS, Walgreens, those kind of places can be cheaper. So it really depends what you're getting. Let me know down below where you guys buy most of your drugstore makeup at. I actually, honestly, strangely enough, buy most of my drugstore makeup at either Walmart or Ulta, because a lot of times I'll be in Ulta like for something else, and like I like that Ulta has the best of both worlds. Like they have the drugstore stuff, and then they do have higher end stuff too, so I can get everything kind of in one place. So I buy a lot of drugstore makeup at Ulta, and they have other brands like Makeup Revolution and stuff there that I like. But then also I do find Walmart to normally be the most affordable option, so I do go there a lot too. But let me know your favorite drugstore makeup place in the comments. Alrighty, moving on to our eyes, we're gonna go in with this pretty palette. So this is also from Believe Beauty from Dollar General. This is really, really pretty actually. The name of this is their Love Struck palette. They have a couple of these eyeshadow palettes that come with 6 different shades. They're $5. I've never tried this specific one, but I tried ones with different shades that I really liked, so I'm excited about this. So I'm first gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm gonna buff that into my upper crease area, like so. And it's nice in this palette, there's a mix of mattes and shimmers. So this shade is a matte, so there's colors like that are mattes that you can build with, and then shimmers to add some sparkle and stuff with. Because I found too, a lot of affordable palettes for some reason are like all shimmer colors, and I'm like, why? It's weird. Like a couple that I was looking at were like that, and I was like, no, we need both. So when I came across this, I was like, okay. Because we could have used like single shadows, obviously. A lot of times those are more affordable, but I wanted to try and find like a palette that was more than like 3 shades that's under $5. So that's when I found this one. And doing this little challenge too has also shown me that a lot of drugstore brands are more expensive than I realized. Like some of those palettes are almost $20. I'm like, oh my goodness. Then I'm gonna go in with the more orange tone shade. I'm actually gonna use a little buffer brush from Believe Beauty, and I'm gonna buff that into the crease as well to kind of warm it up, because the brown we use is very cool toned. So we're gonna warm it up a little bit with this. And just blend back and forth, just windshield wiper motions to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. These shadows actually blend pretty well too. They're not like chalky or patchy or anything like some affordable shadows can be. Then I'm gonna go in with this purple, and I'm gonna apply that in the outer corners. Just kind of pack that in there. And then we'll go in with a more blending brush to like blend it. I'm just gonna pack it for right this second. And then going in with just a little bit of that on a blending brush to blend it in, like so. And now I'm actually gonna mix together the orange and the pink, and I'm gonna bring that on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna do equal parts of each and just buff that down there and just blend everything together. Okay, now all over the lid, I wanna go in with this pretty shimmer. So I'm gonna start by going in with my finger. I'm gonna apply it with my finger first on the lid, and then we will go in with a brush to pack on any areas that I can't get with my finger. Ooh, very pretty. It actually comes off a little bit darker on the eye. It looks a little bit lighter in the pan. It's more like taupey on the eye, but still very pretty nonetheless. You guys, these nails are on their last leg. It's been over a month now since I've been able to get them filled, and like, I mean, I guess it speaks to my nail tech because like none of them have broken. Like my nails are pretty strong, I guess, but like they're really, really grown out. I actually just ordered this kit on Amazon. I literally spent like $200 because I had to buy all this stuff, but I think I'm gonna try and do my nails at home, and I'm gonna make a video doing it. So stay tuned for that. It should be coming in about 2 weeks, all like the products and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do my nails at home because obviously, you know, I can't get them done with this quarantine, so they're looking a little crazy. Now I'm just gonna go in with a brush to get the other areas that I couldn't get with my finger because my nails are so long. And then I'm gonna go with this light highlight, and I'm just gonna pop this in my inner corners and right beneath the brow bone. Oh, I like this shade. It's pretty. I like a nice bright shimmer highlight. Are you a matte highlight kind of gal or a shimmer highlight kind of gal? Let me know down below in the comments what you prefer. I know a lot of people like matte highlights, but I don't know. I like the shimmer. Up next for liner, we're gonna jump in with the Wet n Wild H2O Proof Liner. This is about $4, and we are gonna do our little wing with this. I was debating if I wanted to do a wing or not, but I feel like we haven't done one in the past couple videos, so today's the day. This liner is really nice because not only is it very pigmented, but it's waterproof as well, so it's not gonna budge. And this is not a brush tip, it's like a felt tip sort of thing. It's pretty easy to work with. Creating the wing is always the hardest part. Once that's done, it's smooth sailing. And wait till you guys see the lashes that we're gonna use next. Ooh. They're so pretty and super affordable. For a waterline liner, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Wonder Pencil. This is actually really cool. You can use this for a lot of different things. Like you can use it to like outline your lips and stuff. Like if you wanna clean up, if you went out of the lines. It's kind of like a concealer sort of thing too, but I like to use it in my waterline to just brighten up my eye. And this is about $3. This is more on the cream side, where a lot of times I use a white liner in my waterline, but I actually really like the cream. It's a little like more natural, but it still definitely brightens the eyes a lot. All right, for lashes, we're gonna be going in with these Lash DNA 680s. So these are from Salon Perfect. You can get it at Walmart, and they're only $3. Well, they're like actually almost $4. I think they're like $3.90 something, but they're worth every penny. They're very, very good. So this is what we're gonna use today. All right, gonna pop this bad boy on, and then just popping on the other eye as well. I did trim these down a little bit. They're pretty long. But if you have bigger eyes than me, then that's great. And if you have shorter eyes, then you can just trim them like I did. All right, for mascara, we're gonna jump in with the Essence Volume Stylist. This is $4. And I'm gonna just work this onto my lower lashes as well as my upper lashes to blend them in with those falsies. Essence literally has like a million mascaras, so I just picked this one. I think they're all like around $4, $4.99, under $5. So there should be one for like everybody. I just picked this one for this tutorial. I hadn't tried it, so I figured that we would use this one today, but they have literally like a million mascaras. This mascara is actually pretty nice. I feel like a lot of Essence's mascaras like are focused on volume, but some of them can make your lashes look a little clumpy. This one is pretty good though. Like it's giving me volume, but not clumpy volume. Obviously it's hard to see on the upper lashes because I have like falsies on, but on my lower lashes you can really see It really helps define them and fan them out, so I like that. And I like how the brush is a little bit smaller so you can really get in there. All right, now to finish off the face, we're gonna bronze the skin. I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This is about $3.99, and I'm gonna go on my skin to bronze it up, but we are gonna go in with the other half of that contour palette's contour. Don't you worry, I didn't forget. We gotta get every cent out of that $5.99. So I'm just gonna bronze up the skin with this. This has a slight little bit of shimmer to it, but it's nothing crazy. Just gonna add a pretty little sun-kissed glow to the skin. But I wouldn't recommend this for contouring because it does have that shimmer. Then I'm gonna jump in to the Wet n Wild contour shade and sculpt out the cheeks with this because this is a nice matte bronzer. I'm gonna sculpt out the side of my nose with this as well, just to make it nice and straight. For our blush, we're gonna jump in with the Wet n Wild blush in Apricot in the middle. These are like $2 to $3 depending on where you get them. And I'm gonna just pack that on my cheeks. They have a bunch of different shades in this as well. This one's like an apricot-y color. For my highlight, we're gonna be going in with one of my favorites. This is Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown. It is so pretty, and these are like $4 and super blinding. They are like the best super affordable highlights. Like, what? Ooh, girl. Nothing about this highlight is $4 besides the actual price. Like, it looks like a high-end bougie highlight. Like, it's just so pretty. Ooh! Wet n Wild has a great highlight formula. And this is like a true golden, which is what I really like. For our lips, I'm gonna go in and line them. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Lip Liner in the shade In the Nude. This is $5. This is a great nude pinky shade. I'm just gonna outline my lips with this. Then for my lips, I'm gonna jump in with the Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick. This is from Wet n Wild, and the shade on this is Brown Nude. So this is kind of like a liquid lipstick in the fact that it's opaque, but it does have like a glossy finish to it, so it's kind of like a lipstick lip gloss combo. And this is $4.99 at Target. Such a pretty color. I love this nude. So just gonna work that onto my lips. And that is the completed look. I am so happy with how this came out. I feel like this is kind of like a soft glam. I wasn't even necessarily going for that, but it honestly looks so pretty. And if I added up everything that we used today, I feel like it was definitely under $100 because nothing was over $5, and I don't think we used 20 products. So it has to be under $100 for the full face, and I feel like it looks really nice. Like, you could definitely say that you like got all this makeup at Sephora, and I feel like somebody would believe you. You know what I mean? Because just because makeup is expensive doesn't mean that it's gonna be better. And that's why I love to do these videos, to show you that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a really pretty makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.